Thank you for joining us this afternoon to really celebrate a major accomplishment that took a lot of people to come together to make happen. First of all, thank all the young people who are here. All right. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce our mayor, Mike Duggan.
All right, well, thank you very much for being here. We're here for a special day, but before we get to our main subject, I just did want to take a minute to say that the thoughts and prayers of the people of the city of Detroit are with the families and loved ones of the police officers in Dallas that were killed or injured. It's a reminder to us that every day our police officers put their lives on the line. They never know what they're going to face, and we deeply appreciate everything they've done. And our thoughts and prayers are also with the families and loved ones of Philando Castile and Alton Sterling. The very powerful video that was posted by Ms. Diamond Reynolds was a pretty stark message to the country about how far we have to go before we have a criminal justice system that can be trusted by everyone. Here in the city of Detroit, we know how important it is to have community support for the police department, and we're making progress because of that support, and I want to thank the officers for what they're doing, and Chief Craig, who initiated a very important community policing initiative where we have neighborhood police officers assigned to each of the communities, building those relationships. And I was proud in the last couple weeks that Detroit became one of the first police departments in America to start to outfit our officers with body cameras to record all the interactions between the police and citizens. And I'm especially proud of the fact that in Detroit, that idea came from the officers themselves. It was the men and women of the police department who came forward and said to Chief Craig and me, we want to record these transactions. When an officer makes a mistake, they should be held accountable. But when the officers acted appropriately, the cameras will clear them. And I think what the community wants most of all is transparency. I won't tell you that we're perfect, but when we make a mistake, we're going to own up to it and deal with it. And we didn't. We want to make sure that officers' reputation is not blemished. And I would say to the men and women of the department, every place I go in this community, there is great support and appreciation from what our police officers are doing from every corner of this town. And I know tonight and in the coming days, there will be protests over the tragedies in Minnesota and Louisiana, and those protests are an important part of our democracy, and they're on a very important issue. But I hope as our protesters and police interact in the coming days, that everyone will remember that emotions are running high on all sides. And I hope the protesters and the police will make it a point to make sure that every one of those interactions is done in a respectful and caring manner. We're really here today, though, on what was scheduled to be a celebration, and it's a remarkable day in the city of Detroit, and you see a large group of talented young people behind us, most of whom will be about to start their first job. That's an exciting time. Are you guys enthused? Yeah. Most of you. All right. So 2 years ago, you had 2,500 young people employed largely because of the efforts of the Kellogg Foundation and Skillman and a few others. And then last year we said, let's pull everybody together and run a program where we hire 5,000 young people. And with the support of J.P. Morgan Chase and County Executive Warren Evans and Tom Watkins and the Mental Health Board and a number of others, we hired 5,000 and 11,000 applied. So we said this year we're going to set a goal of going to 8,000. And we weren't sure we're going to make it, but I can tell you we started this week with 8,157 Detroiters employed in a summer job. And so I want to say thank you to the more than 220 employers and the 600 job sites that are involved, to every one of our sponsors. The Downtown Detroit Partnership hired a young man by the name of Ed Duggan a year ago because we knew if we were going to grow to 8,000, we had to get hundreds of businesses involved. He's not paid for from the city, he's paid for from the Downtown Detroit Partnership, and we have succeeded in getting 220 companies. It's a remarkable thing, and I think it's going to be a great experience. And to MC today's event, it's not going to be me. It's going to be one of our most talented of the next generation. Ms. Monique Whitaker is a graduate of the Community and Media Arts High School. She's going to be working this summer for the Charles Wright Museum, and Monique will be our MC. Monique, come on up.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. As Mayor Duggan said, I graduated from Communication and Media Arts High School. I am a graduate of Midnight Golf, 2016 alumni. Woo! And I aspired to go into international business, marketing management, business management, and fashion design, and I want to do that worldwide. And I am employed at the Charles H. Wright Museum. I worked there during spring break this year, and I had a very, very wonderful experience. And I was employed through Midnight Golf and GDYT. And yeah, I want from the program to expand my networking and my networking skills and everything that I can gain from this program. So thank you. Next is Jose.
All right, thank you, Monique. I'm Jose Reyes. I'm the interim president and CEO for Detroit Employment Solutions. And this is got to be one of the greatest days of my life because, again, this is our young talent here. This is our future. And for us to actually be able to hit that milestone of 8,000 kids, there's 100,000 kids in the city of Detroit, but to be able to give these 8,000 kids a real work experience is a huge, huge lift in terms of bringing these kids forward to the future. And so we are thankful to all the corporate partners, the mayor's office, the civic partners, and the community foundations, because this can't happen without a great partnership. So thank you all, and give you all a round of applause for that. And again, I want to applaud these 8,000 kids for taking their first step towards the future. So let's give it up for them. And so I don't want to hog the mic. I know we got a busy agenda, but again, thank you all for your support of this. And we look forward to going further, faster. And again, all of us recognizing that our greatest asset right here is our talent. This is Detroit's greatest resource. Make no mistake about it. So thank you. And I'd like to bring to the stage, if I could, one of our other partners from Wayne County, Tupac Hunter from the Governmental Affairs Agency. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jose. Again, my name is Tupac Hunter. I'm here on behalf of Wayne County Executive Warren Evans, who couldn't be here with us this afternoon. I'm sure some of you, if not all, have heard that amongst those slain in Dallas as a result of the shootings was a former sheriff's deputy from Wayne County. So our hearts and prayers go out to the family of not just that slain officer, but also all of those who lost their lives and were injured in that horrific event. However, as I stand here before you this afternoon, I'm filled with hope. And I know that Wayne County Executive Warren Evans is very pleased at what you all have been able to accomplish through this program, putting 8,000 plus kids to work, or young men and women, I'm sorry, to work over the summer is an awesome, awesome success. Walking in here today and seeing these 100 young men and women behind me is just a reminder of how much we have to hope for in this city, in this state, in this country. And so I would like to thank, on behalf of Wayne County Executive Warren Evans, our great Mayor Mike Duggan, and all the corporations and the foundations that had a role in making this a reality. And as I close, I just want to say to the young men and women behind me, I can identify with where you now sit. It's because of progressive men like Dr. Bill Picard and former Mayor Dave Bing giving me an opportunity to work in their plants when they were in business years ago during the summers when I was in high school. It made the difference for me. Interestingly enough, it reminded me I didn't want to be an engineer like my mother wanted me to, but it was still a great experience. It gave me valuable experience and understanding what the workplace is like, how to relate to people, how to relate to superiors, how to get to work on time, how to be responsible, and a check every other week didn't hurt. So again, congratulations to you all. Please take full advantage of this opportunity that you all have been blessed with, and please go far and remember where you come from. Come back to the city and make this place the place that God intended it to be because of your contribution. Thank you so much.
Next, we will have Faye Nelson from the DTE Foundation.
Thank you very much, Monique. Let's give Monique another round of applause. How wonderful. I can see a future DTE employee in the budding. I'd like to first also join the mayor and the other comments that have been made in extending our hearts and prayers for the horrific tragedies that our nation is currently experiencing. So certainly on behalf of the men and women at DTE, as well as the foundation, please know our heartfelt sorrow and sympathies are here and being extended. So I'd like to say good afternoon. I'm so very grateful to be here with all of you today to celebrate such a wonderful program, such an amazing accomplishment. I cannot believe, I know when I first heard the number, we all crossed our fingers and just said, like, good luck, right? But I just didn't imagine that this would happen. And so we're so pleased to be able to be part of the team that is celebrating the 8,000 plus young men and women who will be working in Detroit this summer. So just a little bit about DTE and our commitment to youth employment. Since 2003, the foundation has had a long-standing commitment of providing jobs for our young people throughout Michigan. And in continuing this commitment, we have made a contribution of over $1.1 million to provide youth employment opportunities in the communities where we live and serve throughout the state of Michigan. Thank you. Thank you. So, as importantly, of this amount, this funding, we have directed $600,000 in support of the Mayor's Grow Detroit Young Talent Program, which places over 450 young men and women into jobs in Detroit this summer. I can't tell you how pleased that we are with our partnership with the Mayor's Office, which is creating opportunities which is directly related to meaningful learning experiences and skills training to prepare our youth to enter the workforce and to pursue future employment. And we recognize, certainly at DTE, that these skills are so important to provide the opportunity for jobs with businesses like DTE in the future when they're being prepared, when you are being prepared for future work opportunities. So at DTE, our workforce development is a priority, helping to provide education, certainly real-life experiences and job opportunities to youth and to young adults to positively impact the communities where we live and serve. So I can tell you there are many programs at the foundation that we support, but this is one of the key programs that we take particular pleasure, we take very direct interest in, because we know that at the end of the day, it's so important not to just be physically present in the community, but be part of the community and to support such key initiatives like our Grow Detroit Young Talent Program. So I thank you, Mayor Duggan. Thank you so much, and your team of Grow Detroit Young Talent, for the partnership, for all of the great work that has occurred. And there's been a lot of work, believe you me, in putting this program together. I'd also like to thank and acknowledge my corporate colleagues as well as my foundation colleagues for the support, the funding, and just being there to move this program forward. And certainly last but not least, I'd like to thank our nonprofit partners and our community partners as well that have everything to do with making this program a success. So I look forward to hearing great things about these summer jobs, young men and women. We're looking forward to hearing great things. Congratulations to each and every one of you. We know you will do great things. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Nelson. That was wonderful. Okay. Next, we will have Peter Scheer from J.P. Morgan Chase Foundation.
Monique, thank you. That's terrific. And I want to particularly thank the mayor for his leadership, for his passion, for his commitment, for never taking no for an answer. I can say certainly we would not be here if it was not for him. I want to thank all my colleagues and the speakers today. And I particularly want to thank the young people here for taking this incredibly important step. 2 years ago, when we announced our $100 million investment in the city of Detroit, we were motivated not simply by the fact that we had been a part of the Detroit community for 80 years. We were motivated much more by the spirit and determination that we saw among the people of Detroit, and we very much wanted to be part of the renaissance of this great city. And today's celebration exemplifies one of the great successful programs. We know that summer jobs can have a tremendous impact to open doors to year-round employment, to provide hands-on experience, to gain mentorship and role models. There's nothing more important to all of our personal and professional development than the responsibility and satisfaction of a job well done. There's nothing more that motivates all of us to do better and to succeed. I will tell you, J.P. Morgan has been involved in summer programs in 19 cities around the country, and we keep a very close eye to understand what's working and not. And this is the one thing I want you guys to listen to. Here's what we've learned. 86% of young people who have a summer job get employed in the following year. And 8 years after these summer jobs, your salaries and wages will be 11% higher than people who haven't been through this program like this. So it is so critically important to get people the skills, to get young people the skills, to really get them into rewarding careers. And that's really what this is all about. And it's why we're so excited to support the mayor's program, the Grow Detroit's Young Talent Program. And earlier this summer, we committed $500,000 to this program. But I want to say even more broadly that through all our conversations with the mayor and the leaders of the city, it's just one part of a long-term investment in workforce skills and development. We've placed a big emphasis in our work here on programs that remove barriers to opportunity and help people, young and old, gain the skills that they need to succeed. Over the last 2 years, we've committed $6 million to these types of programs in Detroit, and we've had some tremendous partners who I want to mention. We've worked with Goodwill, with Focus Hope, with Detroit Employment Solutions Corporation, EcoWorks, and the Greening of Detroit. And the progress we're seeing is not only promising, it's inspiring. So let me just say, bankers often talk about their bottom line. That's what people in my world talk about. Let me tell you, our bottom line is we believe in the people of the city, and we believe in all of you. And we're incredibly proud to stand here with you today. So thank you for allowing us to be a part of it. Now, Monique, are you going to introduce Tanya, or am I going to introduce Tanya? You are? Okay. Can I say one nice thing about Tanya before you introduce her? Tanya Allen's going to speak next. I want to tell you that one of the things, we learned a lot coming to the city. One of the things I think the mayor said was if Tanya Allen is involved in something, you can have a lot of confidence that it's going to work. She has done so much to bring the city together, and so I'm really proud to be with her today, but I'm going to let Monique come up and make the formal introduction. So thank you all.
Sorry, I lost my page. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Scheer. Next, I would like to welcome the beloved Tanya Allen from the Skillman Foundation.
Well, I am just grateful for that love. So thank you, Monique, and thank you, Peter. I appreciate it. So today, I am feeling extraordinarily excited because it's a day that proves that Detroit gets it. That our recovery is not about how many buildings we can put up downtown. It's not about how many people that we bring into our center city. It's about us acknowledging that we have talent, that we have value, that we have young people who are assets in our community, and that they will be the leaders of our recovery. So can we give them an applause? I'm so proud of these young people, many of them who are at all kinds of schools, Cass, DEPSA, King High School. I'm so grateful for them, for their leadership in showing us as a city that if you invest in us, if you increase the opportunities for us, that we're not only going to take those opportunities, but we're also going to soar at those opportunities. Summer youth employment is an important effort. It's not just about the value of the money, as you all know. It's about the work experience. It's about having the ability to meet and connect with a professional network. It's about building your social and your community networks. And I'm so proud that of the 8,100 jobs that we have today, that nearly 2,000 of those jobs are with police officers. So we have 2,000 young people who are working as police cadets and building the kind of relationships that we need in our city so that we will not have incidents like those we witnessed last night in Dallas, or the incident where we lost beloved Alton Sterling or Philandro Castillo, or the 136 black men who have been murdered this year. We can make the difference. This is how we do it. Invest early, invest in young people, and make sure we set the highest expectation that all young people, all lives matter. Thank you.
Before I introduce our next speaker, I would like to extend a special thank you to Mrs. Allen and for all you do with your foundation for all of our youth and me. Thank you. Finally, I would like to introduce Mayor Duggan's Chief of Staff, Alexis Wiley.
Again, thank you all for being here. This is something that is really truly important to us in the mayor's office and something that we spend a lot of time on. And we're proud to be here with each and every one of you. We are so excited for what you're going to do this summer. And this year, we really want to create a chance for you to tell your story about what your summer's like, where you're working, how much you like your job, all of that. So we have a hashtag that we're pushing called My Detroit Summer. So what we want you to do is when you're at work, when you get to work, when you're doing something exciting, take a picture of yourself, do a selfie, post a video, and tweet about your experience. I know you all have Instagram pages, right? Everybody, right? Everybody's got Instagram. Use the hashtag MyDetroitSummer. We're going to feature you on the city's website because we want to make sure that we're telling the stories of our kids, our youth, and how they are using, how employment is really helping them find their passion in life. So I want to make sure that you're doing that. We're also going to be giving out prizes for the best selfies. And one of them is going to be a baseball game with the mayor. So we're very excited about all the stuff that's going to be going on. Again, thanks for being here. We got to thank some of the people who helped us out today. We got DJ Stacy Hot Wax Hale, who is let's give her a round of applause. She's teaching at the Detroit Institute of Music and of Music Education, and she's brought her students who are DJing. We've got Javante Gray, who's a graduate from Detroit School of Arts. So let's give him a round of applause. And we also have DJ London from Dearborn High. So immediately after this, we've got some food trucks outside. We've got Mac Shack, but we also have Comfort Cafe. A young woman who is the new owner of it is, her name is Sahai, and she was right here. She probably ran back to her truck, but she just opened, and she's going to be all over the city, so look for her throughout this summer. So again, thank you so much for being here. There's lots of food, and have a great summer.